What's up, y'all? What do you see here? A farm stand for the eggs, y'all. For all my chicken lovers, for all my chicken keepers, I know y'all was like, yeah, where he ain't making chicken keeping videos no more. But back with another video. I'm trying to have this channel more well-rounded, y'all, not just doing one thing. So that's why my videos might go a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, but we're always gonna come back to chicken keeping and things evolving around eggs and chickens and farming and stuff like that. So this is a video about my farm stand. I got a farm stand made for my eggs. I talked about in one of my other videos that we were gonna basically be taking care of the chickens, how to save money on the chickens, how to do things for the chickens as far as making fertilizer for the garden, right? But we haven't talked about making money. So this, I hope, makes us some money, y'all. Eggs, $5 a dozen, as you can see. It's a self-serve honor system. I've seen a lot of people do this type of setup pretty much, and I don't just want to do eggs, y'all. Obviously, if you garden and you have chicken, you can do other things like canned goods and produce, extra produce, like a lot of things I had last year, you guys, in the garden, I didn't do anything with, so why not put it out with something like this? Everybody might not be able to do this because it is an honor system with this. As you can tell right here, this is pretty much how you pay. I got the Cash App, Venmo, then you got your Dropbox right here for the cash. So, you know, you obviously can't really put this everywhere. If you got it in a location, you know, that's pretty defty, or people get pretty bold these days. I mean, I got these cameras right here to deter people maybe, but these days, y'all, you really never really know. But, you know, this is gonna be a good way to get my eggs out of here. Eggs are gonna go in here, obviously with your cooler packs to keep them cool. Yeah, y'all, this pretty much, this is the setup I got. I got Farm Fresh on the side, and then, you know, I got my shells right here, and I added these because I didn't know if I might have produce, like I said. So I'm gonna put like a milk crate right here for like carton return, and then I'm gonna have, you know, obviously maybe some produce able to fit back here, and that's pretty much how I'm gonna do it. And then obviously I said I wanted to do some canned goods, y'all. So up here is gonna be where the canned goods are gonna go and stuff, and, you know, other stuff can fit right here. The unwashed eggs are gonna go right here on back here, and then, you know, obviously washed eggs in here, y'all. So I said, hey, we ain't made no money. Like, we talked about saving money on the chicken feed. We talked about just different things to save money. We talk about all those things, but we don't really talk about the money aspect of it as much, you know. So I wanted to bring this video to y'all to pretty much motivate you if you don't already have one, like something like this, because this, y'all, I think is gonna be able to help you get rid of your eggs, y'all. You have a place where you can set it in your driveway. Like, I'm gonna have it at a place where my family's convenience store. So I'm gonna have a place where it gets a lot of traffic, but you wanna have, you know, your stand, just have something where it has, you know, it's very simple, just eggs, $5, you know, farm stand. So people know pretty much like, okay, you know, I can come up to this and get eggs. And if you got self-serve, that's even better. That's why I put that here, because some people might just see a stand and be like, okay, there's somebody running that. They might be confused, y'all. So if they see self-serve, they're more eager to walk up, I feel like. So I don't really know how much money I'm gonna make off the eggs from this type of situation right here, but anything helps, because it's better to put it out and have a potential buyer than just have your eggs sitting around, obviously collecting dust, waiting for, you know what I'm saying, your family or whoever to eat it, when you pretty much probably can't eat as many eggs you have sitting on the counter. So that's why I have an egg stand, you know, farm stand, but it's really an egg stand for now. But we will be, like I said, I'm gonna be trying to do canned goods, produce, and other things. So I don't want to just limit myself. Don't limit yourself, you guys. If you do gardening, if you do chicken keeping, just be creative, y'all. Be creative. Don't just limit yourself to eggs. Do other things. Other things can make you money. And this is just a little side hustle. It's not more, it's not gonna get you rich. Now, if you do other things, canned goods, bakery goods, you don't have to just do eggs. So if you do those other things, can make some good money. I've seen people saying that they made like 3K in a weekend. I don't know how true this is, but I've seen numbers out there. But for me, I don't know. I'm not gonna ever tell you a number that I'm not confident in telling you the exact number that it can give you, because, you know, that would be unfair of me to do. But I do see the potential, and I'm an entrepreneur myself, so I would never tell you that something can't make you some money, because there's a million and 10 ways to make money in the USA. 1,010,000. So just remember, stay level-headed through it all though. Don't just go out there, jump into something like this and, you know, you're not prepared to keep it, you know, up and running, and you don't have other ways to bring in more streams of income, because something like this can be cool, but you don't want to just limit yourself to this. Like I said, so the setup for this was, I would say 150. The wood, the stain, I stained it. So I use this regular 2x4, y'all, and then I have OSB on the side. I stained all of it, and then on the top, you see up there, it's just 10. So I had that extra 10 laying around, so don't add that to the 150. But you can build something very similar to this for like 125, 150, and you know, you can get all the things you need. Your drop box is like 20 bucks and your cooler is 20 bucks, so it's not too expensive to jump into something like this. That's why I did it. And I feel like, you know, you'll make your money back if, like I said, if you do those other things, the produce and the eggs and canned goods, bakery goods. You just add different things. If you know how to bake, boom, throw that on there too. So you have streams of income around your house. You have things that you could do to make you some money and put on a stand like this. So that's why I think this type of setup for 2026 is going to be very, very lucrative for, you know, farm owners, because a lot of people like farm fresh goods. Who doesn't like farm, you know, fresh items? So, you know, you're basically bringing a farmer's market to your local neighborhood, local, you know, area, and your customers have a self-serve. They don't have to talk to you. They don't have to deal with you. You don't have to deal with them. It's direct to consumer operation. So it's really easy. It's really beneficial to you, because you save a lot of time, because you don't have to be there. You don't have to have an employee. You don't have to check up on this constantly 24/7, be there. Like, you can pretty much, like I said, let this thing set it out and just let it do what it do. That's why I wanted to get this. I wanted to make this video before it goes to its permanent location, but I will be giving y'all an update on how it is, because like I said, I don't have any numbers for you guys yet, but I do believe that the system can be good, and I do believe that this will be a good way for you guys to sell your eggs and pretty much just get them out there, and you don't have to, like I said, be there. It's definitely a system that is, you know, I can see the potential. Yeah, you guys, here's the farm stand 2026. We're gonna see what it does. Summer's coming up, spring's coming up. I'm excited. Chicken's been laying a lot of eggs. They've been, you know, laying like crazy. So, you know, I definitely got to get it out of here and see what it can do, see what it can bring in, because I want to offset food bill. You know, I want to offset the food costs of feeding the chickens, and this is another way to do that. So this is more of an advanced, I guess you could say, system if you don't really know how to build and all that stuff. I do want to give that inspiration and a motivation to anyone who has chickens that maybe wanted to, you know, find a way to sell the eggs. This is definitely for you. You know what I mean? If you don't want to go and be walking around, hey, I got eggs for sale, this is for you. So like I always say, y'all, stay up, stay blessed. And if you like chicken keeping videos, if you like hunting, gardening, everyday DIY outdoor content, y'all, this is the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be back with another video. I'm gonna check back in with y'all. Definitely want to know what this can do. Definitely want to know what it can bring to the channel, and I'm gonna bring that information back to y'all. So stay tuned for that. Peace. I love y'all.
Perfect.